This is Engadget. Here's what's happening in the world of technology. It's Thursday, February 3rd. You can now use music from some Pokémon games without invoking the copyright wrath of Nintendo or the Pokémon Company in certain circumstances. TPC has launched a Pokémon DP sound library that, as the name implies, lets you use audio from the original Pokémon Diamond and Pokémon Pearl games in personal projects. You can slip sound effects into a social media video, for instance, or even soundtrack your wedding with a favorite theme. Background music is also allowed for any non-commercial event or personal websites. You can also download the music for personal consumption. The library website streams music on its own if you're just looking to reminisce with some online radio. To say there are tight restrictions would be an understatement, however. The Pokémon Company has a strict ban on any commercial uses. You can forget about selling a Pokémon-inspired remix album or game. You can't use the content for broadcast radio or TV, advertising purposes, or anything that implies an association with TPC. And did we mention that you can't use the media in anything that makes specific ideological, religious, or political claims? Add the requirement for a lengthy copyright notice, 163 characters, or more than half the maximum Twitter post length, and you'll probably only be using Diamond and Pearl content very sparingly. This gesture is a start, though, and it suggests the Pokémon Company is aware personal audio use might help the company's reputation more than it hurts. With that said, we wouldn't expect a dramatic change of heart. TPC's frequent partner Nintendo recently slapped Gilva Sunner's YouTube-based soundtrack channel with thousands of copyright blocks, effectively forcing him to shut it down. We wouldn't expect TPC to be more lenient for commercial uses, even with a library in place. And the Federal Communications Commission could soon make it more difficult for telemarketers to leave ringless voicemails on your cell phone. On Wednesday, Chairwoman Jessica Rosenworcel shared a proposal that seeks to force callers to obtain your consent before they can leave a message directly in your voicemail box. The proposal would effectively extend the protections of the Telephone Consumer Protection Act to cover ringless voicemails. The 1991 law prohibits telemarketers and other groups from using automated systems to make non-emergency calls to your mobile phone without first obtaining your consent. In March 2017, a company called All About the Message asked the FCC to rule that the TCPA did not cover ringless voicemails. Rosenworcel's proposal would deny that petition. Ringless voicemail can be annoying, invasive, and can lead to fraud like other robocalls, so it should face the same consumer protection rules, said Rosenworcel. No one wants to wade through voicemail spam or miss important messages because their mailbox is full. This FCC action would continue to empower consumers to choose which parties they give permission to contact them. The FCC didn't say when it plans to hold a full commission vote on the proposal. The agency's next open meeting is scheduled for February 18th, but addressing ringless voicemails isn't listed on the day's agenda. There's no guarantee the FCC will approve the proposal, but compared to a topic like net neutrality, combating spam callers is something most Americans want more action on from the government. If you want to catch the latest tech news as it's happening, check out Engadget.com or tune in again every weekday.
Spoken Layer.